Okay, all right. The elevator was broken, so I just had to fly above the camera. Okay, so I'm going to talk about above, which is similar to over, but it's a little different. Also, when I think about new words and that, or a word, what I like to think about sometimes is the opposite. And I think that's a really good way to sort of expand your vocabulary. So for example, in this example, above, the opposite I sort of think about as below. And so for some of these examples, describing above, we can also change that with below to describe something, to describe its opposite. Okay, so above is used in measurement of temperature. Okay, so very hot. It's very hot out. Or very cold, like here I'm in Canada and it's pretty cold. Height, okay? And in other cases where we think of like this vertical, this is vertical, that's horizontal, vertical. Vertical scale. And also when we think about sort of above and below, we sort of think about this sort of like permanent place, this sort of line, this line that's not, maybe you can't see it, but it's there. So for example, the temperature is 3 degrees above 0. So if we take, for example, this is the line here, that's 0. Okay, so 3 degrees above 0. So that line doesn't really move, right? It's kind of, it stays the same. And another example, talking about height. So the summit, that means actually the very top of Mount, is short for mountain, but we don't say Mountain Everest, we say Mount Everest, which is a very, very tall mountain. I think it's in the Himalayas. Yeah. Is 24,000 feet above sea level. Okay, so sea level would be here. That's the sea level and above. Okay, so 24,000 feet. Again, well, I live in Canada. We talk about the metric system. So we usually talk about meters. But because we live so close to the United States, and the United States uses the imperial system, it's a different kind of measurement. They talk about feet. We sometimes talk about feet too. But it could be like, say, 8,000 meters. I think most of you probably know the measurement in meters. So she's above average intelligence. Okay. So talking about, if this is average intelligence, she's above, so she is smarter, yeah. And planes fly above the clouds. So if these are the clouds right there, the planes fly above the clouds. So again, we can actually change above with below. So we can say that the temperature is 3 degrees below 0. The summit of Mount Everest is, well, it wouldn't be 24,000 below sea level. That doesn't really make sense. But maybe if we're talking about something at the bottom of the sea, I guess. I don't know. So she's below average intelligence, means she's sort of, if that's the average, she's below. So she's maybe not so smart. And planes fly below the clouds. Some planes do fly below the clouds. So this is just a really short short little lesson here about talking about the difference between above, and if you saw a video, an earlier video, me talking about, I spoke about above, but if you didn't see it, you know, a great way to see that video is just go to www.ingvid.com to see the video all about over and a lot more, many more videos just like that, okay? And there's going to be their quizzes and all sorts of things. So www.ingvid.com.